Okay. So we're driving in the middle of nowhere. Finally we come upon, like, one gear camp. And, like, they stopped to get directions to, like, the next one. It was, like, their neighbors. So we finally get to our gear. And, like, a gear is... It's a round structure. Look it up on Wikipedia. Because we have lots of pictures, but they're not going to be up yet. So they're round. They're probably, like, 20 feet in diameter. They're maybe, like, the walls are maybe, like, 5 feet high. And then it goes to, like, it goes to go to, like, a point, but the middle is circular. And that's a gear. It's covered in... It's like a wood structure covered in felt. And, like, they're really warm. They have a stove in them. And they're, like, super warm. So it was, like, minus 30 degrees Celsius outside the gear. But inside of it, it was, like, really warm. Surprisingly warm. And, like, our family had sheep, goats, horses, a camel, puppies, like, tons of animals. And we just stayed with them, like, we stayed with them for Lunar New Year. Like, it was the new year. We stayed up with them and, like, celebrated. The food was horrible. Doug liked it. It was, like, all these dumplings that I really hated.
The dumplings are so good.
I really didn't like them. We'd eat dumplings, then there's all these, like, baked goods that I thought were terrible. They were bad.
Yeah.
They weren't good. We had to drink vodka.
Vodka.
It's, like, Mongolian vodka. First of all, it's made from, like... You know, like, the watery stuff that comes out of yogurt? That's what it's made from, so it tastes like plain yogurt, and I hate that flavor. And it's not alcoholic. So it's gross, and you don't get drunk on it. Then we had to drink fermented mare's milk, which is, again, like mare's milk that's been fermented, and again, it's not alcoholic, and it's gross. And then we had a little bit of, like, real vodka. We also had, like, they slaughtered a goat, and, like, we had to eat some of that meat, but I didn't like it because it was really fatty.
That was also very good.
So, like, I had a hard time because I didn't like any of the food in the gear, but, like, and it's really hard because for New Year's, you're supposed to, like, fill up as much as you can. Because if you don't fill up, like, you're going to be hungry for the next year. So you're supposed to eat as much as you can, like, overstuff yourself on the night before and then the morning after. And I was like, no, really, like, please. It was awful. Like, just that part. Just the food part. Everything else was great. We got to pee in a hole. Like, instead of that's the rock we got. That'll be, well, we'll talk about that later, I guess. I guess, like, they don't have a bathroom. Like, like a couple yards away from their house, there's a hole in the ground with, like, 3 pieces of wood that was, like, 2 feet high, like, surrounding it, and that was the toilet, so I peed, like, in the hole. It was really cold because you had to take your pants off to pee. Have you peed like that before? I'm kind of used to it now because Korea has floor toilets where you have to squat over them. So I've done it, but, like, it was really cold without pants on in the middle of the night in Mongolia, in the middle of a field. Like, a field doesn't even describe it. Like, we're in the middle of nowhere. I have to say, like, you can't imagine how many stars we saw. Like, I didn't know that it could look like that. It was like we were in a planetarium. It was beautiful. We learned an ankle bone game. When they slaughter sheep or goats, they keep their ankle bones and then they play games with them. I know that sounds gross, but it was fun. It was cool to see, like, the Mongolian family and how they live and, like, how nomads live. And it was really funny because they, like, have nothing, but they all have cell phones and they have, like, a TV and a satellite dish. Anything to add?
Nope, that's pretty much everything you said is perfect.
Like, I feel like I'm talking so much, but it was such a crazy experience, and, like, it was really fun and funny. They had, like, all their family coming to visit because it was a holiday. So, like, other nomad families were coming, and this one family came, and it was with, like, their 2-year-old daughter. Oh my gosh, she was so cute. Her name was Solta, which means pearl, and she was amazing. Amazing. Like, I would take video of her and then watch, like, show it to her on the camera, and she would look down at the video and then look up and then laugh, and then look down at the video and then look up and laugh. She freaking loved Doug. The first night, they were leaving, and she walks over and she goes like this to him, and she thought he was going to give her a hug. I mean, we thought she was going to hug him, but instead she pulled his face all the way down and kissed him on the nose and on the cheek. She kissed him twice.
It was awesome.
I think it was, like, the best moment of Doug's life. Like, it was so cute. She can't even talk, but she did that.
So unexpected, and it just happened.
There's all these customs I didn't know. Like, they have these things called snuff bottles. We bought one for a souvenir. Oh, hold on. We stole one of the ankle bones. This is an ankle bone from a sheep. I don't know why it's red. But, like, this is one of the things you play games with. This is a snuff bottle. It's like what men have. And, like, you fill it with tobacco, like different smelling tobacco, and then you take it out and smell it. And, like, you have to pass it with your right hand. So when a man comes, he gives you a snuff bottle, you give him yours. If you're a man, if a woman, you just take his with your right hand only. You smell his tobacco, and then you give it back. I don't get it. Also, like, there was this whole thing with, like, you had to get a blue scarf, and, like, here, can you do this with me so I can show them? Like, you get your blue scarf, can you see? And, like, if you're older, like, if the person is older than you, you support their elbows, but Doug is older than me, so I would support his elbows, and you have to give your cheek, and kiss twice. And, like, we had to do that to everyone. It was awesome.
I got kissed by tons of men.
Yeah, we got kissed by everyone. And Salta did not like it. She would just go. And she had, like, a 4-year-old brother who was really cute, too. That's where I am. No, I have another minute. So we were with the Nomads for, like, a full day. So we stayed with them for New Year's Eve and then, like, Lunar Day. And then we drove. This is soju. I just can't drink it straight still. I have to mix it. Make me a drink? No? 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 What do you want? I know it's only a little bit. Do you want to make me a drink or no? Go put a little juice in there. We can like... Let's start a new video anyway. So I'll tell you what we did after Nomads. But like... We rode on a horse and it was really funny.